NicNackers. So tonight I am going to be making tuna casserole. So I have my water boiling there, and I'm going to go ahead and just throw my pasta in, and you can use whatever pasta you want. These happen to be some of those shells. Oop. So we're going to get those going. And once those are done, we'll start adding our ingredients. So over here, I have some peas, some mushroom soup, some cheese, and I went to Costco today, and while I'm doing the January Pantry Challenge and not going grocery shopping, I will admit to buying some onion flakes while I was doing my Costco run today. I did not like being without any onions, and these are nice to have on hand, so I bought a Costco thing of them and just filled up my spice jar here. And then I have two containers of tuna, so we'll let the pasta cook, and then I will bring you back when we are adding all the goodies and getting ready to enjoy our meal. All right, so I drained the shells, got those out of the pan. Now I'm going to add the mushroom soup, and this is just my home canned mushroom soup, and someday when I need some more, I'll bring you guys back for that. It calls for 2 cans of condensed cream of mushroom soup. Since I don't have the condensed version, I will be using some cornstarch to thicken it up later. And I have a jar of the mushrooms that I canned. I think I brought you guys along for that, so we're gonna stick those in. And I reserved the liquid from the mushrooms so that when I go to thicken it, that is the liquid that I'll use to put the cornstarch in. So we're going to get that heated up. I'm going to throw in some onions. Just a rough palm full. And that'll soak up some of the liquids. And I'm going to throw in my tuna fish. And that tuna fish was drained. I use the tuna fish in water. Don't see why you wouldn't be able to use the tuna fish in oil if that's your preference. I just happen to get the tuna fish in water. So I'm going to get that going up. And I'm going to wait to add the peas until right at the very end, because those were frozen that I then canned, and I don't want them to fall apart. So I'm going to get that heated up, and when it is time to add the noodles and thicken it and add the cheese and the peas, I'll bring you back. Alright, so let's get these noodles added in. And I cooked these for a minute or two before they got to the point of being al dente, so that they could soak up some of the liquid, because I know that my mushroom soup is more liquidy than it is that creamy. So see if I can get you guys a little different view. All right, so that's going. So you can see there's still quite a bit of liquid in there. So I'm going to add a tablespoon, maybe a tablespoon and a half, cornstarch to that mushroom liquid that I drained off. Pour that in. That should help it to start thicken up a bit. All right, so we are going to go ahead and add the peas. And the recipe calls for a cup of peas. I'm not going to save half of a jar of peas, so I'm going to go ahead and just use the whole entire jar. And it calls for 2 cups, I believe. Yep, 2 cups of cheddar cheese. I'm just using the cheese that I have on hand here. It was Colby and Monterey Jack, I think. So I'll get that stirred in. And then just to make it a little creamier, I'm going to add some heavy whipping cream to it. And we're going to let those noodles soak up some of that juice for a few more minutes. And then we'll taste it and salt and pepper it. And that will be dinner. So I'll bring you back when it's been cooking for a little bit longer. Alright, so that's been cooking a little bit. And I actually found some more cheese in the fridge. So I'm going to go ahead and add a little bit more. And then I think we're going to call this good. I did take a little taste of it, and for my own plate I would add a little bit of salt just because I'm kind of a salt fiend. But I'm going to go ahead and just leave it, and everybody can kind of add more if they need it. Plus I think this cheese will add some more to it as well. So stir that in there, and then we'll make the plates up. All right, so dinner is done. You can see I don't have much on my plate, but that's because Becca and I ate a very late lunch today with my mom. So I'm not gonna be eating. I already served Eric his plate, but I thought I'd bring you guys along for a taste test. There's a pea in there and one of my canned mushrooms. The mushrooms come out a lot, because of 2 cans of that cream and mushroom soup. You can taste the peas in the background. You get that background taste of the tuna. It's not overpowering.
Yes, so.
Eric doesn't like tuna, so he's making comments as I'm eating. But I love tuna. And since tuna's in the pantry, and all that is in our pantry, we're getting tuna casserole tonight. Thanks so much for watching. Have a great day.